On today's episode of Vegan Cooking with Bobby and Brent,
we're gonna be making this Brisotto.
And now you know.
Okay, Brent, so what the heck is Brisotto? And who is this?
it's our friend Tasi. You don't remember from last time? It was literally like a week ago.
Tasi, you're the one who made the chili, right?
Yep.
Tasi!
He remembers the food, but not Tasi.
Sorry.
Well, that's the food should be memorable.
You are the original rude boy.
Okay, listen guys. Tasi taught me how to cut peppers.
That's true. Yeah. We learned a lot.
I'll never
last
forget
episode.
my pepper mentor.
Yeah.
So
nice
yeah,
fun.
so what is
is
this Brisotto?
So Brisotto is a risotto,
okay.
except instead of arborio rice, which is the traditional grain that you would make it out of,
okay.
We're using barley. It's just a way to learn to incorporate some different whole grains.
Okay. Cool. I like it.
Shall we look at the ingredients?
Yeah, let's see what we need to make this.
Some vegetable broth, dill, broccoli, onion, barley, lemon juice, garlic, artichoke hearts.
All right, cool. So we have all our ingredients there, so that's cool. So, I mean, we were talking earlier about risotto, and you were telling us some really cool fun facts about risotto. So we mind telling our audience about that?
Great. Risotto is just a great way to use up either your leftover vegetables or whatever is copiously in season that you've got a lot of. And every culture seems to have their version of risotto, whether it's paella in Spain or fried rice in Asia. Yeah, basically it's some rice-like grain with a whole lot of vegetables in there on top of it.
Who doesn't like that? Who doesn't like rice and vegetables?
Okay guys, so what's step one?
We're gonna get right to heating up the broth because we need to add it to the rest of the recipe hot. And by putting the herbs in now, it will give it more time to soak in that flavor.
All right, there we go. 5 cups of broth.
All right, let's add some seasoning here. An easy way to get these off is just start from the top and just push.
Oh, wow.
Oop. But get them in the pot.
What is step 2?
So once you guys stop giggling, we're going to chop up some vegetables. That's step 2.
Cool, I like this.
So.
All right, so we got our broccoli, we got our artichokes, our onion.
Can I show you an onion trick while we're...
I would love to.
All right.
We were way too excited about it, but...
I noticed last week that you cut the whole onion on a round edge.
Okay.
Whenever you're cutting vegetables, and very few of them are cubical, they're mostly round. You don't want to deal with anything round because it rolls and that's how you cut your fingers. So the first thing you want to do is make one cut to get it nice and flat.
Okay,
so we're going to cut it, and now we got flat surfaces. This makes it a little easier to peel as well because you have a nice edge to catch.
Gotcha.
All right guys, so for step 3, we're going to be adding our vegetables to our pot here, and we're going to be sauteing them.
Let's saute the broccoli until it's just a little bit softened and set that aside. And then we'll just saute everything else and adding slowly the barley and the broth in layers afterwards.
All right, cool, sounds good, let's do it. All right, so our broccoli's all set, so now what's next?
Yes.
We're gonna start with a hot pan on medium-high and be generous with the oil this time because it needs to.
Oh yeah, all right, here we go.
All right, so now it's time for our onions.
Oh yeah.
And minced garlic.
Actually, we're gonna reserve the garlic for later, and I'll explain that in just a moment.
So now it's time for our onions and not minced garlic.
Now it's time to make Bobby look like a fool.
I always look like a fool. You can't hurt me. Words and bones may stick my stones, but words may never fool me.
You got every part of that.
It was actually pretty hard to get around. You have to like really think about what is and what isn't it.
Yeah, it's almost a skill. There's almost like a certain like beauty to the fact that how wrong you.
Yeah, it's like saying the alphabet out of order, but not repeating a letter. Okay, so we just finished plating our dish.
Risotto.
Pretty.
It looks really good. I'm excited to eat it. But first,
Yes.
we have to get into our grades.
Yes, we do, Bobby.
So what's the first grade,
Our
Brent?
first grade is healthiness. So where are we going to come down on healthiness on this one?
I would say that I'm going to go for an A on this one. It looks really good, and it sounds amazing.
I think I'm going to go A-
Okay.
myself.
I was thinking about it.
Yeah, the only thing that the soup broth is not no sodium soup broth, you know, and we added salt. So, I mean, maybe minus a little bit of points there, but I mean, everything is fresh veggies and stuff.
What about you, Tasi?
I'm gonna go A- as well, but two slightly different reasons.
Okay.
One, I wouldn't mind seeing another color in here. It just didn't happen to, the night I created this recipe just didn't happen to have another color. And also I was a little heavy-handed pouring the barley, it came out fast. I'd like a slightly higher vegetable to grain ratio.
Okay,
But
fair enough.
still, it's a very healthy recipe.
Yeah, cool. All right, so next we're gonna talk about cleanup for this one.
All right. Cleanup was not bad at all for this one.
No, this one was pretty good too. We did need more than one pot for this one because we did cook our broth in one pot and then kind of combined it in with our second pot where we were cooking our barley and everything. So I might go B+ on this one because it's pretty good. We have our cutting boards and all that stuff in a couple pots. But you know, it's still pretty good.
Okay. I think I'm going to go A-.
Okay.
Because I feel like it's a little bit towards the cleaner side of things. And not much to wash down, so.
Okay, cool. What do you think, Tasi?
I'd go A- as well.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then now we're gonna go cost next for this one. All right, so we're gonna show how much we spent on this particular recipe on the screen right now. This is another one that I feel like is really a cost-effective recipe. It makes a lot of food. It looks like it's gonna be very filling.
Oh man, it does.
And it's just, you know, like you were saying, this is the sort of recipe that people would use like to kind of use up the extra stuff they have around, you know, in their fridge stuff. So you can kind of, we did this, you know, with broccoli or whatever, but you could kind of do this with whatever you wanted to
any
at
vegetable
home.
in the world.
So I feel like a pretty cost-effective recipe. So I'm gonna go. I think I might go A+ on this one for the cost.
Okay.
What do you think, Bobby?
I'm going to go for an A.
All right.
I think that it's pretty cheap for a lot of food.
Yeah. Cool.
I was thinking A+ as well. It's peasant food and it uses up stuff that might go in the garbage
We're just a
anyway.
bunch of lowly peasants here.
So-
Today.
This is very
lowly peasants eating like kings. So.
Last test here.
All right, but
Great.
the best part, we gotta taste it, guys.
Oh, I'm excited.
All right, here we go.
I'm excited.
This is awesome.
Yeah.
This is really good. The fact that I didn't want to stop eating it, I think speaks for itself. This is really good. A+ for me.
A+.
Yeah,
Wow.
I love it. This is really good.
I thought it was awesome. I'm gonna lean more towards A-.
Okay.
Unbelievable, but I agree with what Tasi was saying. I think it needs more color.
Okay.
But as is, it is really good. And the best part about it is the barley. It's perfect.
Yeah, nice chewiness.
It's great chewiness, and it kind of feels almost like a macaroni-ish type texture, which I like. Oh, and not quite, but close. That's what I like about it. So
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. This is the sort of thing I can easily see myself throwing together for dinner. And just picking out. It's really
Awesome.
good. Tasi, what do you think?
I'm gonna split the difference and say A.
Okay.
all right, I like it. Right in the middle.
Right down the middle. All right, guys. So I think we did it here.
Yeah.
It's another successful vegan cooking recipe here.
Another straight A's from Bobby.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Thank you so much for watching this episode of Vegan Cooking with Bobby and Brent. Again, as always, like, sub, you know, a little alarm bell if you want notifications.
Tweet this to Sly Stallone.
Tweet this to Stallone. We want to get him on the show. That's kind of our call to action for you guys.
Yep.
We got Patreon again. You know, running out of time probably to get these guys.
Oh
so.
yeah, I mean this is what, 7 weeks in now, 8 weeks in to our show, and these are almost gone.
Yeah.
So go on Patreon and you'll see where you can, what perks you can get.
And then we have a bunch of other perks too if you're interested in any of that stuff. So definitely go check all that out. And
But this is the best one.
yeah, this is clearly the best one. Yeah.
I mean, we're on the shirt.
All right, so I think that's gonna wrap it up for us this week. Thank you again for watching. We'll see you next time.
Now you know.